guys, welcome to my closet, again for some of you if you've watched some of my past packing videos before. I wanted to talk today about what to pack for Mexico City in spring. So I've been getting a lot of questions about what the weather's like in spring here in Mexico City, what to wear, like what's appropriate when it gets hot, and all that sort of stuff. So I thought I would answer those questions for you in this video and talk a little bit about like sort of the cultural norms for dressing in Mexico City, if there are any, and what the temperature is like at this time of year. So I'll start with the weather. Mexico City is usually pretty temperate. Like people who live here or expats who I've talked to often talk about Mexico City having like an eternal spring kind of weather. And I don't know where like they live when it's springtime, but here in Mexico City, spring is, in my opinion, the hottest time of year. In the summertime it rains, so between like now, mid-March, and probably until the end of April, even the start of June, it's hot. It's the most humid time of year in Mexico City, and although it's not like crazy humid like in Cancun or like the coast and stuff, it's still pretty warm. So if you're looking for the time of year to come when it's like sunny blue skies every day, like shorts and t-shirts weather like I'm wearing now, which you can't see, and like you want to enjoy the warmth, like this is definitely the time of year to come. It hardly rains, but it's important to note that this is also the time of year that the pollution is at its worst. Because Mexico City is in a valley, the heat and the lack of rain, it kind of like keeps all the pollution in. You might notice if you land into the city or fly out like during the day, that there's almost like this layer of smog. It's not nice. Like I blow my nose and it's brown, like it's not pleasant. A lot of people who live in places where you have like really fresh air, you'll notice it a lot. And because we're at such a high altitude, we're at over 2,000 meters above sea level, you notice it even more. So yeah, that's something to note. Like if you're really affected by air quality, this might not be the best time of year for you to visit Mexico City. Temperatures are probably anywhere between 70 and 85 degrees during this time of year. I'll put a little thing over here about what that is in Celsius. So yeah, whatever that means for you, like how you feel in that sort of temperature. Like I've grown very accustomed to 70, 75, 80 degrees, and I don't necessarily need to be in like tank top and shorts. I actually came back from a vacation last week from Colombia where it was super hot, and I came back and in Mexico City it was 70 degrees, and I put jeans and a long sleeve shirt on. So as far as like cultural acceptance or like the norms for what to wear or what to dress like when it's hot in Mexico City, it really varies. Like you might talk to some Mexicans who maybe live in Condesa or live in other parts of Mexico City, and they're perfectly fine wearing shorts, skirts, dresses and that sort of stuff, even tank tops, and it's no problem. It depends on where you're going in the city. If you're staying in the touristy areas like the Zocalo, the Condesa, Roma, Polanco, even Coyoacan, like you can dress pretty much how you like. It's not super conservative. People wear shorts. Not many people wear flip-flops in Mexico City. You probably stand out if you're wearing like something other than like sort of nicer sandals, but I mean, you probably stand out anyway, so don't worry about it. But if you do decide to go to places that are slightly more conservative, where I live out in near Satellite, it's much more conservative. It's a very religious area. I would not leave my apartment in shorts simply because it's not really the done thing. I respect the people in my neighborhood, and I don't want to offend anyone. If you're going to go to churches, especially to like the Basilica of Guadalupe, you definitely want to make sure you wear pants. You want to wear sleeves, cover up your chest. Like it's a very religious place, and it means a lot to a lot of people. So just have some respect for the people who find those places important. Yeah, and the same thing goes for like even the cathedral in the Zocalo. There's signs outside of it. No one will stop you. No one will say, please don't come in like you're wearing shorts. But they do ask you on these signs, and they do ask for your respect as a visitor, like not to go in shorts or not to go in with tank tops on. If you have like maybe a little something that you can just throw over your arms. I know it's hot. I know it's uncomfortable to walk around in pants. So maybe just skip it. Don't go inside. Enjoy the beauty of the outside of these places. yeah, and just, you know, be respectful in the best way that you can without, you know, being totally hot and sweating your face off. So what I recommend basically is to bring lots of t-shirts, try not to wear as much gray. I'm inside and it's not so hot today, so there won't be many sweat stains, but if you're going outside in the sun, you're gonna be walking around the city and stuff, you're definitely gonna be sweating. May is hot, like March, April, May is hot. There's no going around it. Like, even if you live in a hot place, 80 degrees is hot. So think of like loose fitting things, light colors. I recommend bringing a hat because the sun is so hot here. Like, yes, the temperature is hot, but it feels hotter, especially someone like maybe who has if you have darker hair. I find a hat to be totally necessary. Sunglasses, absolutely necessary. Sunscreen, of course, you can buy here, but it's not really any cheaper than buying it probably back home. So make sure you pack plenty of sunscreen. You'll want bug spray at night. That's a good one because there are a lot of mosquitoes at night, especially like if you're going to be sitting outside at a bar, or you're going to be going to like wandering around the city in the evenings. You'll definitely want to just like spritz all the exposed areas, because the other night I got a really nasty bug bite on my ankle and now I'm carrying it around in my purse. Mexico City is a really big city and you're no doubt going to be doing tons of walking, so make sure that you bring comfortable shoes. You know, Mexico City is a really casual place. I've mentioned this in other videos before. If you're in jeans and a t-shirt and sneakers and you want to go into a restaurant, no one's going to turn you away. I have literally never, ever been told that I can't go into a bar, a club, a restaurant because of the way that I'm dressed. Maybe I choose more casual places. I love craft beer bars and I like, you know, casual restaurants and cantinas and stuff. But even the nicer cocktail restaurants, like there's no dress code. And maybe that's different, and if you have different experience, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. But really, like, I wouldn't worry about bringing like high heels or like super fancy jewelry and stuff. Like, if that's how you like to dress, go for it, because no one's gonna stare at you that way either. But don't worry about having to pack like anything super fancy or feeling like you have to go back to change after like a day of exploring before you go to dinner, because it's just not that kind of city. Like, there's no pretense, there's no, you know, like snobbery around what you're wearing before you go into a restaurant and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video about what to wear in Mexico City in the spring. If you have questions about the weather that I didn't answer in this video, feel free to ask me in the comments. I am headed off to Chiapas next week. I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to create tons of content about what it's like down there in the southern part of Mexico. And then I'm off to Puerto Escondido in Oaxaca for a couple of days just to finish off the Easter holiday in the sun. So you won't hear from me for 2 weeks, but I'll have tons of videos for you once I come back. And if you have any questions about those places, also let me know in the comments, or head over to Instagram or Facebook and follow along on my trip there. And hopefully I will see you soon. Bye!